Hi. Welcome. If you're looking, oh, I need to work on my lighting. Let's see. Hopefully, you are having a wonderful Wednesday. It's hump day. Sorry, if you're watching the replay and you got this floor or say hashtag replay in the chat. I'm Coach Marlene Paul. We are on today, and I'm in the right group to be in the brand savvy group. Am I in the brand savvy group? Yes, I am. Just making sure, because I went live and other day and I was in the wrong group. So I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna do the replay. The good thing with StreamYard is I can do the replays really quickly from the one I previously did, so you are able to see it and engage. I thank you for all those who did engage in the replay. If you're watching me live, just say hi so I can know that you're on watching, where you're watching from. I know some people watch more from YouTube or from Instagram. We are on both platforms. Today, we are talking about content planning. And it's not as content planning as you would expect it, but I'm going to be giving you some of my tips and tricks on how I do it. And then I will be dropping some resources in the chat when I can, and giving you some guidance on how to do certain stuff. Right? So let us get started with today's presentation. Let me just lower down my music so you are able to focus on my voice. Let me know if you can hear me. I am not muted. All right, so let me share my screen. Where is my Canva presentation I have been working on for you all today? So I'm going to present this right here. So today we're working on how to plan our week. So I know this past couple of days has been intense with people sharing their brand story, their brand voice, and all these different content that they're trying to create that's alongside their business. And that is good. That is good. What I'm going to ask you to do now is we're going to take some time. And this is why tomorrow, there's two folds that I'm going to announce in a moment. There's two folds is that today's lesson will require you to spend some time planning. And I want to give you a break in between the 12-day challenge so you can catch up and catch your breath, right? So, and also I miscounted and added another day on the date. So I say, okay, you know what? I think I did that on purpose so I can have
a break in between those challenge, so you are able to spend some time planning your content. Now, for my VIPs, what I'm going to do for you all to because of that is that I am going to have a office hour tomorrow for my VIPs using the same link we use from day one VIP meetup. And if you need support during that time, and this is like impromptu, it was my day off, I'm going to be working. So if you need some support tomorrow, I will be available at 12 to support you. 12 Eastern. Yep, I'll do it 12 Eastern. Will that be enough time? I guess I'll do, should I do 12? Maybe I should. I'll do it. No, I don't. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be going. I'm looking at my calendar right now. I say 12 Eastern, and I'm not even sure if my calendar is available. But yeah, 12 Eastern, I am available to do that. I'll be able to support you. I'll be working. My office hours will be open for my VIPs on that time. So use the same link, and I will let you know. I'll put that on their office hours for VIPs, and the link will be in your landing page. Just go to that page and you're able to log in using the link that was there, and I will be on there working. So if you have any questions during that time tomorrow at 12 for my VIPs, I will have my office hours where you're able to come and sit and work with me, and I'll help you with your week-long content planning for my VIPs. All right. And then those who are not a VIP and you still say, I want to do a working center, find an accountability partner in the group. Say, hey, who want to hop on Zoom or stuff with me? Or you can still join us by clicking to register at a VIP. Just click the subscription part on the bottom of the website, and you're able to join the office hours tomorrow with the other VIPs at 12 Eastern. All right. And if anything, I'm going to be putting some resources in there for the VIP because I'm taking a break tomorrow and just updating the VIP portal for them. All right, so let's get started in today's webinar. Hey Simone, I see you watching. I'm glad to see that you're on. All right, so I did a couple of updates. We're going to go into the training and then homework assignment. So according to Inc. magazine, they did a research in 2019. It says marketers who proactively plan their content are 356% more likely to report success than those who don't. So if basically it says this was the article name. The article was how unplanned work is ruining your results and what to do about it. So basically the same rules apply for when you're doing your content. If you have a strategy or a plan, it is more successful than if you're just posting randomly, because you might be posting to get likes and that's it. But if you're trying to find your right audience and reach your right audience, you will need to make sure you plan accordingly, right? You want to plan. So let's get it. So now we're looking at the importance of content planning. I need to pull out my charger. I think I left it in the room, but hopefully I'll be able to be done before my computer say we're done. So the importance of content planning. So content planning, a content calendar helps maintain consistency and strategic posting and help you post strategically. So basically, it helps you feel, okay, what is your topic you're going to be talking about? You want to make sure you're planning consistently and posting consistently. The benefits of a content planner is that it helps you stay organized. It helps you schedule, figure out what you want to schedule your post. And it doesn't have to be all fancy and sophisticated. It can be as simple as getting a sheet of paper, dividing it up into 7 blocks and say, okay, Monday through Sunday or Sunday through Saturday, whichever way you put your calendar. And you say, okay, these are what I'm going to be posting each day. This is the type of content I'm going to be posting. And that will work too if you need to have it on paper. I think my VIPs, in your handbook, I put something like that where you can make it either you follow the boxes and you put it on your own, or you create one by yourself. So either way, you can do it that way too. If you are a digital person like me, you're able, there are tools that are out there that help you plan your content. Sometimes you don't want to have everything out already. So I'm going to show you some ways to do it. I'm going to give a little, some little quick demonstration because I needed to build one anyways too. So when you have a content planner, a content calendar, it helps you align your marketing goals and help you your brand events. So I had began usually planning by, okay, what am I going to be focusing for each month or for each quarter? And then I break it down. Okay, so for each month, and then you're able to, okay, since this month I'm focusing on this, so what do I need to put out there so I'm able to reach the audience that will benefit from the content that my brand has to offer? So you're going to look at, try to look at that to see you're able to do that for your brand. So balanced content. So there's different way I'm going to talk about content. So first kind of content you want to create is balanced content. These balanced content is basically strategies for the week. It says, I'm going to, creating out a strategy for the week of balancing various type of content throughout the week. So I talked about this earlier in our challenge where you want to do different type of content. So we can have a mixture of educational content, mixture of promotional content, mixture of engaging content, different things that you want to have. So you might say, okay, on Wednesday and Thursday, the content I'm going to create is this is the result I wanted to create, or it will be a simple post and I'm going to have them do this. So, because it's like a preview to what I want them to do next. Or I'm going to do a fun content just to get them looking at me and say, hey, I like what she's posting, right? And then you continue with that too. So you want to make it different so you are able to determine when you look at your analytics, you can determine what is the best type of content for different time of days, right? I think this is supposed to be, is it different? This is the right one? Yeah. So you'll use an analytic to determine what content will be working for different type of days. So here is where you would go online. If you go online to Instagram or YouTube or LinkedIn, they're different. I told you this one right here. It has like my analytics. So you can go on your thing and look at your analytics, look at your numbers, seeing where they're coming from, see where the traffic is coming from, and where you're able to post. Like right now, I see this one saying maybe I should go. Most of my traffic have been increasing from Facebook, so let's make sure that we look at what's going on with Facebook. Maybe that's where my audience is living now, or they're coming from, or from email marketing is up because the emailing is helping more. So then this is because that means that's my warm leads, or direct market where people just got the main site and they just come straight to the source of it. So you can look at different insights based. So you need to look at your numbers. Look at your numbers because it's very important to look at your numbers. Now, other kind of content you can create is responsive content. So the balanced content, those are the things that you can plan ahead of time. The responsive content, sometimes you can't plan those ahead of time. So I would aim to plan 1 to 2 balanced content, basic content that align with your brand, that's strategic each week, or 3, and that's all. And then after, in between there, you can say, okay, if I have the time, I have the capability, I can figure out what can I respond to. So sometimes you're gonna have to look at what's going on in your you have to figure out what's going on in your city, in the world, to figure out what is going on. So you have to make sure you change, look at the trend. So me, what I usually do is I would say, okay, I'm going to take this next 30 minutes to scroll through the reels and see what reels are trending. And the way I figure that out for myself is to see, okay, which one do I see the most of? What do I see people, what content sound do I hear the most? When the water one came out, that was you can see a lot of people using that one. If the one with the slide with the running Santa, the kids, that's another trend that came out. But I see, when you see a lot of people come using it, or you see the arrow going up for something, maybe this is a sound that I need to use, or maybe this is something that people are concerned about or talking about, and I need to make sure respond in line with my brand. Here is how my brand gonna respond to that. So you want to create a couple of content that is responsive to what the audience is saying to you and what the current trend is. So that's the current trend, but you might also want to say, okay, my audience been asking the same question over and over and over again. Maybe from this week, I made this post, I made this reel, I made this social media content, and the comments on the bottom of it, or the response I'm getting, people are asking that same question. I think there was a time on TikTok I would ask a question, I do my own response, and I tag some people to do their own response. And when I listen to their responses, I say, okay, I thank them for responding, and then I start addressing their concerns. So those are how responsive content look like. So you can say, okay, you know what? Today I've been looking at my analytics for the week, and I saw a couple people this past 2 weeks have been asking the same questions. Let me do a quick video about that, or let me do a content about that. So you're able to not just say, oh, she's listening to me. She's creating content based on my need, right? So you want to make sure that you're looking at the trends, but also looking at what people are saying when you're posting, because don't just post it and forget it. Post it and see what they're saying, because you're trying to solve their problem. So if what you post is generating more questions, then that will be your time to answer those questions. Instead of you figuring out what other content to create, take their questions, use the power of AI, and say, hey, let me create content around those things. Or you can say, some people, like, let's say you posted something that's fun, and then 50 people agreed with you. I would create another whole post. Hey, I posted this post last time. 50 of you guys agree with me. This is amazing to see them. So this is a way you're creating responsive content, and then you're tagging those who respond to you in that post. Why not tag them? Say, hey, pay attention, because sometimes with the algorithm, if you don't tag the person, they won't see it. And I like the whole thing that they have, you can do all your followers to come and look at it, because now they can look at it. But when you tag the persons that you're trying to connect with, and they actually respond to you, and they're being your target demographic, that is key to adjusting your content. So this is what I meant by responsive content. So you want to stay flexible to incorporate them in a timely manner, right? So try to respond to interaction. Sometimes it's hard for me to do it, because it's like I probably need to hire a whole person just to respond to people. But I would just say, okay, you know what? Make it part of your routine. If you have your administrative day that you have, you're gonna say, okay, I'm gonna take 30 minutes to go on these platforms and see what people are engaging, and try to like and respond to certain stuff. I like having scripts, to do that. I love the little emojis, because the emojis respond and share everything that I want to say in one image. So I'm able to respond to everybody. And sometimes you want to give some thoughtful answers. I would not do emojis too much in LinkedIn, but the other platforms you probably could do those fun emojis to say, hey, thank you for sharing that too. So here are some things that you can look for responses to. Even on social media, it'll tell you what time is best to post stuff. So if you go on one part, it will tell you you're about to post. So today, and then the poll is from my side, 7 p.m. is the best time to post. Turns out tomorrow at 7 p.m., the Friday time. So I guess most of my followers on Facebook are more engaged at 7. I have this blocking the way, but it tells me on Instagram for that same post, I should post at 2. So it's a different time to do it. If I can go back and move that, we'll be able to move that. But even on the planner, if you need a content planner, Meta Business Suite has a planner. Also there. I need to probably hurry up because I left my charger in the bedroom. I probably have to ask someone to go get my charger for me, but I want to make sure that I don't lose you guys. I'm going to get through this lesson for you. If you have any questions, put the question in the chat. And I probably put the music on and get my charger so I can make sure I do this teaching correctly. But yes, so you are able to use those platforms to help guide you, right? So what another way you can plan your content, or another type of content you can plan, is preview content. Preview content will help basically the way I did this workshop where I did when I schedule it on StreamYard, it comes up in the group as a preview. It gives the you all know the notice, hey, she's gonna be coming out, do you want to save the date, save the time for that? So those preview content are really good. I like putting preview content in my stories because they're temporary and I don't want to stay too long, but those who catch it, like, hey, did you see that? No, they didn't see that. So they're just little teasers. So you want to create teasing content, behind the scene, upcoming. So if you have a book coming up, a major launch, you can do working on something big and do a little teaser about it, or see like, okay, I am my website, I've been working with this person. You want to be able to put those teaser on there as a sneak peek. Those are kind of things. Okay, so those are content too. Stories are content. So if I have a behind the scene or something I don't want to do a whole long caption for, and that's something really quick, I can just go in, put it on the stories, and that's a teaser content. Like, hey, what's this about? What's that about? And I can probably reshare my reel and my posts on my stories. Those are content you can say, hey, you know what? You could be like, I'm going to post today. Tomorrow, I'm going to reshare it on my my reels the next day, and then after, I'm going to comment the next day. You can make a plan for that of how you want to do it. So the preview content is a different way. So you can do the balanced content, the one that you are planning for the week, the responsive content where you are making sure you're planning, making content or creating content based on what people are saying, and then you have the preview content of one that give people, hey, this is coming up soon, right? All right. So I'm gonna give you this for your framework for application. So we're coming towards the end of that, and I want to make sure that I have time for your questions. So I say, I'm looking in the chat. So there's no questions yet. So I say yes in the chat. Okay. So the framework for this is that first, you want to determine your objectives. Establish what you want to achieve with your content that week. What's the goal? That's the whole thing, is always begin with the goal. You have to begin with the end in mind. That's Stephen Covey. What is your goal for that content? And then you want to create content variety. Plan a mixed type of content for balance. Don't try to do everything the same. So you want to plan that. Then you can go and schedule it. Find a content planner to schedule it. Either you're putting it on paper or you're putting it on these platforms. As I'm finished going over this, I'm gonna do a quick pause, go get my charger, and I'm gonna show you a couple of tools that I use for content planning. Just so if you want to do it on your own, you can. Just a present short two of them. And then so you can find the optimal posting time. Then you want to give yourself flexibility for creating responsive content. So allow room for adjustment based on feedback. I am not saying to schedule your posts every day because every platform have different needs, but I'm just saying try to be consistent on when you schedule it, right? And then when you're doing responsive planning, responsive content, you're able to say, okay, what, today I select people are engaged in this and I have the time right now, I'm going to respond to them that way. Now, build anticipation. So you want to, if you have something great going on, You want to put teasers out there. Use your stories. Your stories are for those who are in your community already. They're your warm lead. They're the one who's going to hype you up. So you want to say, hey, look at my stories. I'm having some major things going on. They can look there because you want to move them from being cold leads to being warm leads. Those people who are in your circle, right? I'm going to stop sharing for a minute and go back to see if there are any questions. Are there any questions so far? Yes, I see some yeses there. All right, so I'm going to leave the framework up for a minute with some music playing. I'm going to run to get my charger because I forgot to bring it in my office. And then after I come back, I'm going to show you the tools that I use to plan my content. So it's like a short intermission break. I thought about getting it and I just forgot to just get that content. So let us do that. I'm going to show that and I'll be there in a moment. If you have any questions, put them in the chat for me. So when I come back, I can just answer those questions. Just give me a moment. I'll be right back. That was quick. I was hanging out with you guys. All right, so I don't see any questions so far in the chat. So hopefully, if you're able to take a screenshot of this, you're able to do it. So I'm going to show you a couple of tools that I use. That's not working. There we go. I'm going to share a couple of tools that I use that helps. So let's go with a Meta Business Suite. Sorry. Okay, let's see something. So I have a question in there before I go into the Meta Business Suite. Good question, Cassandra. Says, when people are viewing your profile often, does that mean they're watching you? Yes. That means they're watching you. And that means that they might have a little intrigue. Like you had piqued their interest, but not enough for them to follow you. So yes, if you can see who's doing it, that's cool. But if you see, say, people watching your profile, even in LinkedIn, they will say, oh, you have five new people or 500 people that view your profile, and they told you where they are. They're interested. Whatever you shared and piqued their interest. That means they're watching you. They're watching it, but they're not interacting. So your hope is either they're not the right client, they might not right customers, or they might not know how to engage with you, so you didn't give them a clear call to action of what you want to do next. So for people, you need to tell them what you want them to do next. Sometimes it's hard for us to anticipate what you want them to do next. This is why you have to have a flow chart of what you want them to do next. So okay, once you like my posts, I want you to go to my website. Once you go to my website, I want you to join a mailing list. Once you join a mailing list, I want you to open the mailing list and click the links and possibly book a consultation with me. Bye. I'm going to be giving you some information. Here's a downloadable. So if they're continually to engage and they continue to come back, your goal is to get people back on your site. You want to get them off the platform that you're in, that you found them, and to the platform that you own. Whether it is answering a survey, whether it is not only liking, because I don't want to, yes, I'm glad that if I'm monetized on the platform, but it's not going to take a long time. For a business person perspective, I am not an influencer, and that's not I don't do content all day. If you're going to be doing content all day and that's your job 24/7, of course you want all those like and engagement and the views and the interactions. But if you're a business owner, you're a boss, you want them to come to your site, you want them to engage, you want them to continually engage. So whenever you launch something different, they are excited and ready to engage with you. So I was sharing the content planner on Instagram, and I'm going to go into the month. I'm going to show you the month view. I'm going to share this tab. So if you have Instagram, if you have a business, the Meta Business Suite, this is one thing I do like about it, is that it will show you a whole overview. And I don't, this is one of my other accounts. It will show you a whole overview of when is the best time to post, or when you post. It told me when I post and if it was the best engagement. Now it's telling me tomorrow, those are the two times that I should be posting on those platforms. 2 p.m. for Instagram, 7 p.m. for Facebook. And they were saying, okay, Friday and Saturday might be not the best engagement day, but next one, 11 a.m. on Monday for Instagram. So it's giving me some heads up. So if you're not sharing when I should post, try doing that. If you say I'm going to post at 2 p.m. every single day and 11 a.m. every single day on this, you can do that. You can schedule. You can just you can schedule it right here too. But the only thing with this part is that when you schedule it here, they're limited of what type of stuff you can schedule, but at least you have a heads up in knowing when and where you can schedule your post. And you can do it for the whole month. You can do it for the whole week. And that would help too. What I usually like to do, because and what I usually do is, what I would recommend you do is, if you use Trello, I like Trello. In Trello, you can create your own board, and I would go in Trello and I always create a board. I'm just going to just create content planner. I'm just going to create a whole new one. Hopefully they'll let me create. I have so much boards. And then I would put the dates on here. So it said Monday. It said Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm just going up. So you can put all the dates on here. And what I like about this is that then once I put, I can put cards here. This card can be, let me just finish doing all the other ones. And I'm trying to finish it up because I might end up sharing this link with my VIPs tomorrow. I'm going to finish building it out. So I didn't, let me see, it didn't let me do Sunday. Okay, Sunday. So you can go in and build this yourself. And then I would put maybe Facebook, whatever platform you're working on, you can put them, Instagram. And you Instagram. Whatever platform you're working on, you can do that. And I don't have to do one by one, but then I can just copy all of this. I can copy this. Or if I want to, I can just build one and just copy the list to a different, copy list, to the different one. So I just copy the list to all, and then just change the date. You can do that also too. But what I'm saying is, what you can do this. I tried. Don't worry about that. So you can do this, and then let's say I'm going to move it from here and here. So whatever, you can either say this is Monday. I'm doing these content. You can put, okay, under each of them, which content you're going to do. Say, if you don't want to put the face, if you want to break it down, if you don't want to break it down in just platforms, if you don't want to break it down platform, you can just break it down in content. And you say, okay, Mondays is my content day, whatever. You can just move it around. Say, okay, I'm going to move this over here. The same way I'm moving this over, say, I'm going to be focusing on Facebook on this day. I'm trying to delete this because archive this. So I can say, okay, I'm going to focus on Instagram on this day. I'm going to focus and copy this. I'm going to copy it to the Wednesday list. So you're able to say, okay, I'm going to make my plan of how I'm going to do my content for the week. It doesn't mean you can create one type of post. You can say, okay, I'm gonna you can create one by week. This week I'm working on this webinar I have series, so I'm gonna make content for that webinar series, and then you break down of how you're gonna do it on each platform. And then even here I would link the images, my captions. So if you have this right here, you might give this to a team to just go and plan it out for you, and all you need to do is upload and post if you want to do that. I believe there's a way on here where you can create automations, and in the automations you can create a rule, and it will send it to where you need to send it with Zapier. So, but there are different tools out there. Some people might want to use Excel. Some people might want to use a paper. Some people might want to use. I gave a paper pencil one for the team because you want to map it out in your head. There's different platforms. There's Miro. There's a lot of different tools out there that can help you move it around. I just happen to be working on Trello right now with my clients. So Trello, it gives you that little interactive where you can move things around. So if you say, you know what, I am making the plan, it doesn't look like it's working, it's not flowing right, you can change it around, and after that you can go and implement the plan. You create a draft of it, and then you go and implement the plan. So that's a good thing to do also. Let me see. So I'm going to see if there's any other questions in the chat, because before I give the homework assignment, I know people are, you're watching, but that's what I would do for the week is that. So just to be able to implement my framework, look to see if there's any tools that will help you plan your week activity. So your homework assignment, I know we're getting to a time, I'm trying to make sure I stay good on time. Your homework assignment is to create a week-long content calendar, incorporating all the variety of content that I discussed today. So that will be your challenge of your homework assignment, even if you can't do it today. Tomorrow we're not meeting. Tomorrow we're having a break in between that. I will be able. Okay, good. I'm glad it was helpful to you, Cassandra. I want you to, for the VIPs, I'm going to be on for office hours tomorrow to support you. If you need help at noon, go on your portal. The same link we use for the kickoff day one for the VIPs, it's in there. You can use the same link to come on the Zoom, and I'll be on there working at 12 o'clock, and I'll be answering any questions there just to support you in there, right? Now, if you I send out an email with a survey, and I'm going to put it also back. I'm going to put it in the group, and once we're done here, that survey, you want to complete it. I'm trying to see, did I put my option for name on there? I think I did put an option for name. I'm going to double check to see, because I want to do a giveaway with that survey. Let me double check and make sure. It can be anonymous. If you want to be a part of the giveaway, you can be a part of the giveaway, but I would encourage you to do it, because we want to see how you're doing so far. How are you doing so far in the challenge? Is it too much? Is it too little? Would you like more? Would you like less? All of the different, so the feedback, I don't see if we have any feedback yet. We haven't had any, we had one feedback yet, so I'm trying to see if there's an option for name. I didn't put option for name on here, but I did have one person respond. So this is good, but I'm interested if you're interested in, I would encourage you to do the survey, but I'm going to be doing a giveaway through the platform. So whenever we send these surveys out, I want you to do them I'm probably gonna put I'm gonna add where you can put your name on it. I know the first person who did it. That's okay. Thank you for submitting the survey. Let's see. For those who I'm just gonna put another one. If you're interested in getting into the giveaway, there's another survey we're gonna put out there. When will it send out? I'm gonna put in the chat again. It's okay. So I want you to. I'm gonna put in the chat so you will be able to get it. So if you registered after that's okay too. Let me see. I'm gonna add a name component to it just for giveaway. And I'm gonna put in chat right now for everybody who wants the survey link, so you don't have to go look for it. I prefer to make it easy for you. Let me put in the chat right now. Give me a second. Let's see if it goes in the Facebook one. It went to this one. It doesn't go to this one. I don't know why it's not letting me post in this group. Okay, I'm posting. So I post a survey in the chat right now, and I put a place for your name. If you want to be entered in the giveaway that we're giving, you can put your name on it. There's no, but it's anonymous survey. If you can do it, if you want to do it, the survey, the name part is just for us to figure out who won this. On it, but either way, I am no judgment here. I just need the feedback so I can know if it's too much, if it's too little. One of the announcements, so this announcement I gave about having the office hours, one of them, we are working on planning an in-person. So I'm gonna let you guys know towards the end about all the details about an in-person mastermind in February, where you're able to have in-person support for the same thing, but more in detail. So in February. So I will let you know more video, but I'm just giving you a little hint, a little preview, a little teaser of what's to come, what's next. After this, we're doing an in-person information. All right. So hopefully you are able to hear the survey. I put a Google form in there. You don't feel free to do it anonymously. It doesn't have to be anonymously, but if you want to be entered into the giveaway a second time, you can, because I'm going to do big one giveaway of different things on towards the 3/4 away mark. So day 9, we'll give you some time to just do the survey. So around day 9, we're going to be doing a giveaway for those who are in the group, and those who enter the survey, you are able to get an additional entry in there too. All right. Okay. So I am past my time. If my mentees were on, and I know they're probably watching, it's like, you are going over the time limit. I understand. I always said 30 minutes and I end up doing longer. Tomorrow we have a break, and then I'll be putting the other group for day 7 coming up. So I don't know if they're going to be pre-recorded or not, because I'm going to be traveling. I'm working on everything. So if I'm able to come live, I like coming live because I'm able to answer your questions in real time. But if it's not, then you can put the questions in the chat, and then I will respond to them whenever we have the following email. Or if it's a lot of questions, I'll just hop on and do a quick Q&A where I'm responding to all your questions from the video. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited for all the participation. I will see you on Friday for our next session, and I'm so excited for your journey. So for VIPs, I'm gonna see you tomorrow at office hours. Okay, bye. Let me put some music on let me put the music on so we can jam out. Okay, bye everybody. Hopefully this was helpful.